Welcome back to more about the filter. The last video I talked about how we're using filters all the time. It happens so fast, so naturally that a lot of times we do not even notice what the heck we're doing. It's just thinking. It's just things get sorted into different buckets, different piles, things get filtered out, things get filtered in, all that good stuff. The two main things to recap last week I want you to look at is one, can you make those filters, those ways you're sorting information, more conscious, more explicit? So deciding I'm going to use this particular filter to help me understand this particular situation, used explicitly. The other side is noticing your implicit filters, those things that are biases, those things that are assumptions, those things that, are kind of hard to see from the inside because they're just those implicit things built in. So I want you to do those two things. Be more conscious in your decisions and notice the unconscious decisions you're making because of those inbuilt filters. That's going to improve our thinking. Happily, they can be very well served by visual thinking. Here I've got an example drawing, and this is actually a very specific teeny tiny course, one visual tool, teeny tiny in that it's short in time, but it's really big in possibilities. And this is what I call the visual decision maker. Now, just to very quickly tell you what's going on, you're going to see a couple different idea shapers depending on what order you watch these videos. Some of these, if you're watching it right as I post this, it's going to take a while to get there. But if you've got the book, if you know the idea shapers, if you have joined me in the Agerbeck Method, you may already see some familiar friends. In this particular drawing, using drawing to help us clarify our thinking around a decision. We put the decision in the middle of the page, that creates our anchor. Here we put a container around that idea to sort of contain it, make it specific, make it discrete, make it distinct on the page. Next, with that anchor, we're using these slices of the drawing. In this specific example, I created 6 slices by using very simple folds in the paper. We're using 6 slices and for each slice are a set of filters. Some of them are the kind of things we talked about last week in the last video. Some of them are different. Here we very simply have a classic kind of, if you're looking at this decision, what are the cons? What are the pros? Giving ourselves space in these drawings to think about what are the negatives? What are the positives? It's a classic filter. Use it, right? Other options we have here, you saw last week, the visual resources, visualizing resources. What is the time component? What is the money or things component? And what is the people component? These guys are kind of details around twisting time, time traveling, pushing around your perception of time to help you make that decision. And over here, we're looking at specific individuals. Little sneak peek in the course, we've got using these faces as placeholders for who is involved in this decision. Here, this is called shoe swap, putting yourself into somebody else's shoes. So, and those of you who have the Idea Shapers book, you'll recognize a whole lot of this in both the filter chapter and the chapter about the investigator. So here, we're trying to get into the details, get into the nitty-gritty, look at something from a lot of different directions, gaining a lot more perspectives that help us make this decision. So that is an example of the filter made physical, made real with this particular shape in your visual decision maker. So hopefully you found that useful. By all means, go for it. Use this tool. By all means, sign up for the visual decision maker. Happy to share more specific step-by-step instructions on how to build this kind of thing to help you clarify your thinking and make great things happen. So excited, I'm out of breath. Thank you for watching. Until next time, be well, keep drawing, all that good stuff.